Hey guys, so I'm super excited because I have an update. So where I last left off, I was telling you guys how my fourth cousin Daryl was helping me to figure out who my dad is. And I spoke to him yesterday and he's getting closer to figuring stuff out as far as finding out who Vince's grandfather's siblings were. And so it's been kind of hard to figure that out because apparently he had a lot of siblings, but it's very hard to confirm who those exact siblings were because a lot of the family doesn't know who they were. So they know a few of them, but not all of them. And so with lots of digging and research and looking through records and census records, Daryl was able to find that there was a misspelling in the last name, found the family, and found all of the siblings. So we think it's all of the siblings, so I'm really excited about that. So not only did he find those siblings as he was doing the tree, as he's building up my mock-up tree so we could find out exactly which one is my great-grandparent, he came across somebody's tree on Ancestry that hasn't tested but had the same people in their tree that I have partially in my tree. And so he's like, you totally have to reach out to them, see, if they're willing to test, it'll help us to figure out the relationship and, maybe they have information, and so forth. So I went on their page. I saw they haven't signed it in almost a year. So I was like, what are the chances that I'm going to be able to email this person and they're going to respond? So of course I use my own detective skills and I start searching for that name in my database that I use to look for people. And as I'm doing that, I didn't find anything, but I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to start, finishing building this tree, see what other hints pop up. And as I was doing that, another tree popped up that was on Ancestry that also hadn't signed it in almost over a year, but they had some weird cryptic screen name. Like, it wasn't a name, it was just like some random letters and numbers. And so I put that screen name into my little search engine that I use, and of course it pulled up a name who had a Facebook, so I went onto their Facebook, and as I'm looking them up, I'm like, who is this person? I see that they had a joint mutual friend of mine, which is Monique's mom. So I said, oh my god, this is totally the guy that has the Ancestry page. I have to reach out to him. And so as grant you, it's like late at night here in California. I don't know where this person lives, so they could be on the East Coast. I don't know, so they're 3 hours ahead. So I immediately email him. I find out that he has a son. I email his son. I find out he has a brother. I email his brother and needed to get some information. And then I realize as I'm emailing them that this person that I found, his father's father is one of the siblings. I'm sorry, no. His father's mother. So basically, his grandmother is one of the siblings of Vince's grandfather. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like this person's grandmother could be my great-grandmother, one of her siblings could be my great-grandparent, I don't know. But if that's the case, if she is my great-grandmother, then this person that I just found could be my dad, his brother could be my dad, his son that I found could be my brother, his son that I found could be my first cousin. I don't know, but of course I don't want to get too excited because obviously we went down that path and gotten let down before, so I don't want to get my hopes up too much. But after looking through their pages, I'm not really convinced that they're either one of those guys could be my dad, but I am convinced that they could definitely help me to find the rest of the siblings of their grandmother so I could continue my search. So of course I email them, super nervous, don't know what's going to happen. The son reads it immediately, responds to me, super nice. He's like, I'm going to talk to my dad in the morning. Like, this is so cool. He's like, I know that this, and this person's my aunt and uncle, and so forth. So he was trying to, give me any information that he had, which I thought was super awesome. And so then, of course, I go to sleep. I wake up. I have a message from his father, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, he's super cool. He said, you know what, give me a call. Let's chat about this. So I dropped my son off, called him. That's today, this morning, and he was really cool. He was like, you know what? He's like, I'm really intrigued by your story. He said, I honestly can say without a doubt, I'm not your dad. I can't say my brother is or isn't, but I highly doubt that he's your dad because of when you were born. But what I can tell you is that you totally look like my dad's side of the family, and his grandmother had lots of siblings. He's going to find as much information as he can, find out, what he can to help me. And then he's like, crazy story. How about I have an Ancestry DNA test at my house right now? I bought it a year and a half ago, never did it, just never got around to it. So I'm gonna go home, do it tonight, and send it out in the morning. So I was like, are you freaking serious? Like, I'm so excited, because what are the chances that this person just happens to have an Ancestry DNA kit on him? And so of course, his DNA probably will not come back as my dad or my uncle, but it will confirm or deny if his grandmother's sibling is my great-grandparent. So that's what I'm really excited about. And so the chances of him having that test was just crazy. And I'm just sitting here like, I did this test 2 years ago, so had he did this test a year and a half ago, I probably would have found all this information out that I've been finding out a year and a half ago. But that's cool, because it's all in God's timing. I get that he has his own plan. It's not my plan. It's on his timing. So all I can do is be patient. But I'm just excited. I wanted to share this news with you. So hopefully I will have more answers in about 8 weeks, because that's how long it takes for Ancestry. Hopefully sooner, because now it's their slower time of the season. It's not right after Christmas where they're bombarded with millions of tests to do. So I will keep you guys posted and let you know what happens. I'm super excited. And I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Please make sure you like this video, comment, share it, and please subscribe to my channel if you really want to find out what's going on and be updated with my search. I'll talk to you guys later.